Boys, we got a TWAB. I know today is not TWAB day, but we can't have TWAB dropping on the same day as Turkey Day, so today, we're actually going to get a preview of what's to come in this next sandbox. In terms of weapons. That's right, weapons like Luna's Howl and Reg's Claymore, something that was the Fabled reward weapon in the competitive playlist. Those type of weapons, those Pinnacle Weapons, are now going to be present in our other activities. So let's break them down. First on the list, we have Loaded Question. This is a high-impact fusion rifle. It has a unique perk on it called Reservoir Burst. When the battery is full, your next burst deals additional damage and causes enemies to explode on death. Alright, what kind of burst are we talking about here, Bungie? Are we talking Pocket Infinity Burst? For my D2 players that have not played Destiny 1, back in Destiny 1 Vanilla, there was a fusion rifle called Pocket Infinity. The moment you charged it up, instead of one fusion rifle shot releasing, you instead released pretty much the entire magazine. You just blew your load into wherever you're pointing your reticle. And it was a beautiful sight. So essentially, you'll be doing the exact same thing, but after blowing your load, you're also going to be getting these massive explosions. I think I'll be in heaven. Maybe I'm over exaggerating here. Maybe I'm thinking too much into this. But the mental image in my head right now sounds like a weapon we need in our hands today. Now they go on to mention what are the requirements to get this thing. You pick up the quest from Zavala and then you proceed to complete the following: 500 fusion rifle kills in any strike or nightfall, 1,000 arc kills in any strike or nightfall, and 40 strike or nightfall completions. You then will proceed to head back to Zavala to receive a fully masterwork Loaded Question. Well, this really is not bad requirement-wise. We'll be knocking this out day one. I will say, though, Merciless could definitely be out of a job. The next weapon, Breakneck. This is a precision auto rifle and is in the kinetic slot. Now, this one comes with a perk called Onslaught. The weapon's rate of fire increases as you stack Rampage. So similar to what they've done here in the past with Outlaw and Desperado on Reg's Broadsword and Claymore, they're pairing a trait with a perk, right? Now the idea here is that the weapon is going to keep hitting what other 450 round per minute auto rifles already hit. They're very good in PvE still. And depending on how much Rampage is going to up that rate of fire, it could be disgusting. Of course, this is mainly going to be for like clearing ads. And despite this being more pointed towards PvE, I gotta say guys, I think this could be pretty nasty in PvP. It depends. Like if it goes from 450 to even something like 600 rounds per minute, that will be a deadly weapon in Crucible. As well, of course, in PvE. I don't know, it just depends on how much Rampage is going to up that rate of fire. I honestly wouldn't mind it being nasty. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of auto rifles, but I mean, I love anything broken. The requirements here: pick up the quest from Drifter and then complete the following objectives: 500 auto rifle kills, 100 auto rifle multi-kills, 150 challenging enemies defeated, and 40 Gambit matches completed. Complete all the following objectives and then head back to Drifter to receive a fully masterworked bent neck. Did I just call it bent neck? I meant breakneck. Dude, I got that Netflix show on my mind. Some of you know what I mean. None of these requirements are bad at all, actually. So yeah, I honestly think this could be chewed through within a day easily. I'm hoping, despite these requirements not being too terrible or too grindy, I hope these weapons are very good. Now moving on, we have the Crucible Fabled reward. Again, guys, this season is Luna's Howl. Pretty sure you're going to be able to still earn Luna's Howl next season. Those quests will continue. So I don't know, I guess you're just going to pick up two different quests if you haven't already started Luna's Howl. But this weapon is called the Mountaintop. It is a lightweight grenade launcher in the kinetic slot, and it comes with a perk called Micro Missile. This weapon fires in a straight line and has a massively increased projectile speed. I'm assuming it's going to be dang near instant. Now it goes on to mention that in addition to the above benefits, the projectile instantly detonates on the environment instead of bouncing like a traditional grenade launcher, unless you have a sticky grenade selected. So before we get into sticky grenade, let me go ahead and make that clear. If you shoot at a person and a bird flies in front of you, it will explode on the bird. So again, it explodes on any environment that it makes contact with. So this is not going to be a grenade launcher like Fighting Lion where you can like shoot and it bounces around a corridor and lands on an enemy. Now, let's talk about these sticky grenades. No one really uses sticky grenades in Crucible. Does it have a place? Well, it depends. Maybe in something like competitive, or possibly in something like Trials. If Trials is even coming back, they haven't said nothing yet. But placing those sticky grenades possibly on a power ammo source, maybe place it around a couple of control points, So like playing around the objectives is about the only place I know sticky grenades are really gonna work well. For me, I would most likely be relying on the micro missile, and yes, it will one-shot kill. Now, the steps for this I believe will have to be done in this specific order. First, step 1, you have to reach glory rank brave within a season. It's actually the second rank up after Guardian, not that difficult to reach, but the second step can actually be completed either in competitive or in quick play. So the first part of the second step, in the Crucible, earn grenade launcher final blows. So you gotta actually be the one to kill the opponent. There's not a number of kills you need to get, instead it's a number of points you need to earn, and a 750 point total. And kills in the non-competitive playlist rewards 3 points per kill, whereas in the competitive playlist you earn 10 points per kill. Next up, you have to rapidly defeat groups of 2 or more opponents. For double plays in the non-competitive playlist, you get 2 points. Now in the competitive playlist, you earn 5 points per double play. So as you see here, guys, they are definitely emphasizing more in the competitive playlist. Obviously, it's going to be much faster to get this weapon if you were just to grind down in comp. Now next, it also says you have to earn calculated trajectory medals, 100 points in total. And calculated trajectory medals is in a single life defeat 3 opponents with grenade launcher final blows. That's a pretty good bit. I mean, you got to get 100 points of this. It's a 1-to-1 ratio in non-competitive playlist, so you get 1 point per calculated trajectory and 4 points per calculated trajectory in competitive. There's going to be so much fighting line usage, it's going to be crazy. Now, the final step to all of this, reach glory rank Fabled within a season. So you still have to get to Fabled. This is the Fabled reward. Now, here are the pros and cons. Number 1, if you are very competent in Crucible, then the competitive playlist is definitely going to be the playlist you want to grind this out for. The downside is most people in comp are sweating, especially right after we get this new season. You're going to be running into a bunch of different sweaty players. The upside is if you're a god with a grenade launcher, this is going to be a cakewalk for you. I honestly don't know how I'm going to play this. I think I might try to do the grenade launcher final blow kills in competitive, and maybe even the double kills in competitive as well. Calculated trajectory medals, that one may be a little tougher. It just depends on how everyone's playing in competitive. I might actually have to go to quick play for that one. My best advice for this one though, guys, get a good malicious birthright, get a fighting lion, get your sexy edge transit out. It's gonna be an interesting time in competitive, I will say that. So guys, those are your pinnacle weapons. Nothing else is really on this TWAB. They just wanted to showcase of what's to come. I don't want to say I'm impressed yet. Again, I have a lot of high hopes. I'm thinking of Pocket Infinity for that fusion rifle. That grenade launcher, I'm assuming, is gonna have to be nasty, considering all the work that we're about to have to put in, and believe me, that's a lot of kills for a grenade launcher. But it is a kinetic weapon, and I think I would really like to pair it with something like Luna's Howl or Not Forgotten. On the other side of things, no, there is no legendary reward confirmed yet. So I wouldn't hold our breaths on a legendary reward. So fellas and ladies, thank you so much for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.